Hi guys, welcome to Make 2 and a Sims FreePlay Let's Build video. It is December 2017 at the time of this recording, so it's a perfect time to build Santa's Christmas Cottage and workshop. It's also perfect time because this little guy has shown up in the game. He is from the Snow Problem quest, which is a limited time event running during December 2017, and since he's shown up, I guess he's just gonna hang out in the yard and check on what we're doing. So I am actually building this on the Wizard Cottage template, and that is a pre-built house template which you can win by completing a couple of quests, the Book of Spells quest and the Save by the Spells quest. If you want to know any more information about things that I'm using in this video, then please check the video description below with links to more information as well. As usual with our Let's Builds, you guys should feel totally free to build this in your own town, and also, more importantly, to make whatever changes you want in your own town. This is actually based on an original design that we have already toured on our channel. I think it was like 2 Christmases ago that we built this, and I think the original version was on like 2 floors with a basement, and this version is actually going to be different from that. I'm only going to build it on 1 floor and a basement because, well, first of all, second floors are expensive and basements are expensive, so I'm just trying to keep costs down. And also because the original design, I think, didn't really need a second floor. So, you know, like I said, if you are trying to build this in your own town, feel free to make those decisions for yourself. Decide whether you want a second floor or you don't want, whether you want the basement stuff to be in the second floor. You know, it's totally up to you. The only thing that we ask is if you are posting pictures or video of your version on social media, it would be really nice if you could say to people you got the inspiration from us, Make 2, on YouTube. Okay, so as you can see, I am putting in a bunch of Christmas wallpaper, and you can see it says 11 days left in the home store. That's because Christmas wallpaper and holiday-themed wallpaper like that generally are limited time items in the game. They only get put into the home store for a limited time surrounding those holidays. So I'm just making use of them now in this video. If you don't have them in your game at the time of watching this video, it might be that you have missed out on the limited time stuff. Same goes for all of the different furniture and decorations that you will see, which are Christmas themed as well, like these doors that I'm placing. But basically, the idea behind this cottage is that it's where Santa and Mrs. Claus live. Does Mrs. Claus have a first name? I'm sure she does. But it's not passed down to me through what I know of folklore, but let me know, guys, if you've ever encountered Mrs. Claus's name. Anyway, the idea behind this, like I said, is where they live, and then, as you will see later in the video, I'll be doing the basement separately. The basement is where the workshop is for building toys and things like that for the children of the world who believe in Santa Claus. Now, of course, if you guys are currently playing the Snow Problem quest, you'll see that there will be a visit to Santa's actual workshop in the game, but it's always nice to build your own version, right? I mean, just to stretch those creative muscles, and maybe you like this version better than the game's version, who knows? So yeah, I'm just gonna let the video run for a bit. I'll interject with some comments when I can, but I think a lot of it is mostly self-explanatory. Alright, so I've placed all the windows and doors around, and this is generally what the layout of the main floor will look like. And now I'm going to get started on the kitchen. These countertops are from the French Chateau limited event, I believe. And I'm also going to use this gingerbread fridge, because why not? I think the gingerbread fridge would have been unlocked during the gingerbread house, which I think was from a previous year's holiday limited time event. So yeah, a lot of the stuff in this build is gonna be from events like that and limited time stuff. Obviously, it would be nice to have these things in the game all the time, unlocked for everybody all the time, but the game developers want to keep people playing and they want to keep people opening the game, so that's why they run limited time things. I know it probably seems unfair if you've missed out on the events, but I'm pretty sure a lot of mobile games and a lot of PC games even work like that. I actually missed out on some limited time Christmas stuff in Gardenscapes. I just didn't have time and I was running out of energy for all those puzzles. So yeah, it would have been nice probably to have stuff, but I missed out. But it just happens. Okay, so I have decked out the bathrooms. There's a main bathroom that will be just for Santa and Mrs. Claus, and then there's like a little sink and toilet powder room, which will be for anybody who's visiting, whoever gets up to the North Pole. I'm not sure who all would, but people might. And then their bedroom is just a one-bedroom cottage. Nice and cozy. It's not a big bedroom because I just wanted things to be bigger in the living room area as opposed to the bedroom area. The bedroom area is like their private space. The living room area is where they would entertain their guests or their elves or whoever. And like I said, just decking things out with a lot of the Christmas items that are currently available in the game. In this Let's Build video, you're gonna see me going into the inventory to grab a few things like the bookcase and some of the rugs, and that's just because they're not available to buy in the home store, like they were only available in the Wizard Cottage template. The way to get them is to build the Wizard Cottage template and then demolish it room by room, or just take all of the items inside the Wizard Cottage and put them in your inventory. So now I am building the basement, and as you can see, I've got the staircase in that narrow area from the main floor going down here. Like I said, if you wanted to put any of the basement stuff in the second floor, then you could maybe use that space there to do it, or if you wanted to build a second floor, you can use some of the living room to put a staircase up to the second floor. Basements, as you can see, are pretty expensive, and it would no doubt be cheaper to put all of this stuff on the second floor as opposed to the basement, but I just sort of like the idea of Santa's workshop being underneath his house. I don't know why, it appeals to me, but you can see that I've made a small mistake here with the room layout. It's basically just I meant to shift the top room down by 1 block. I'll fix it later in the video so you can follow along, but just a heads up that that is a little mistake. Really sorry guys, I do really work hard on these Let's Build videos to try and make them as easy to follow as possible. I think I explained that in our Let's Build a Restaurant video, that they are actually really hard to record and edit in a way that hopefully people can follow. Normally, if I had made a mistake like that, I might well have scrapped the entire project and started all over again, recording from the very beginning all over again. But I was recording this really late at night and it was time to get to sleep, so I thought, okay guys, just for once I will have the mistake and I will fix it in the video. So hopefully you aren't too mad about it. So as you can see, I'm placing a bunch of woodworking benches. These are purchasable from the career and hobby store in town. I will also be putting down quilting and fashion design studios also from the career and hobby store in town, although I think the quilting hobby gets unlocked once you complete the seniors quest. And these are basically going to be the crafting stations for Santa's elves. The woodworking benches will be for harder types of toys like construction blocks and things like that, and the quilting and fashion design would be for softer things like stuffed toys. Does that make sense? That was the idea in my head anyway. This little room with all the wooden countertops is meant to be the packaging room. So once the toys have been made and assembled, they would be brought here and put into little gift boxes and wrapped and all that to go into Santa's big bag that he puts in the back of his cart. On the side, you'll have Santa's office, where he's got a little fireplace, bookcase, chairs, and a chess table so he and Mrs. Claus can play together. And he's got a sort of corner desk, I like that, with some of the dining tables and a chair from the Wizard Cottage. Now, I'm going into the career and hobby store now to buy this blackboard because that's where I imagine Santa's list is for, you know, the naughty and the nice. So that gets put into his office along with the globe so he can like make little notes of who on the globe are naughty and nice and all of that. So yeah, you can see me, I'm putting these little boxes down. Those are meant to signify the boxes for the toys that get wrapped up. And here you can see me fixing my mistake. I'm just shifting everything down one square, including the room itself. And you actually don't really have to do that, but I just wanted to make a bit more room for this dollhouse here, which is 2 squares wide. And I guess it gives the open mistletoe doorways a bit of symmetry. They now will have a square corner on each side. So basically just dipping into the toddler and preteen categories to grab all these toys and things like that. A lot of them I think will be unlocked just from building the children's store in town. Just remembered that I forgot to put a doorway to Santa and Mrs. Claus's bedroom closet. And I'm also going to decorate the outside of the cottage with some Christmas-themed stuff. Of course, a lot of it costs LPs and are a bit expensive, so like I said, use whatever you want to use or don't use. So yep, that is Santa's cottage and workshop, and I'm gonna also turn on the night vision so you see what it looks like at night with the things in the yard lit up. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this Let's Build video, and also we wish you happy holidays, of course. For anyone who is traveling for the holidays, stay safe, and for anyone who is in cold weather for the holidays, stay warm. Maybe let us know if you've got any exciting plans. We actually are not traveling. We're gonna be spending Christmas at home. It's our first Christmas in our own house. So that's pretty exciting, actually. Although I don't think we plan to do anything other than like staying inside, staying cozy, maybe drinking some hot chocolate and catching up on more K-dramas. So yeah, actually that sounds pretty exciting. Alright, let us know in the comments what you guys think, and if you are new to our channel, feel free to subscribe because we've got plenty more Sims FreePlay on the way. Thanks for watching!